Hey, Retro Maniacs. I already warned Retro. I told him, keep the Centennial Night Scalper's name out your damn mouth. Retro didn't listen, so now we have started our own podcast since Retro fired me. It's called the Night Scalper Diecast Podcast.
Dude, you must be a freaking Julekas if you think for 1 second myself or the Retro Maniacs would ever allow the Centennial, a Night Scalper, to take over the Retro Collectibles YouTube channel. Even if he was dead or in jail, we won't allow it ever. You son of a Night Scalper.
Thank you, Joe Rogan, for setting him straight. Byway Will Smith, you'll never take over this show, you and Centennial Night Scalper. I shut her down this week with my hunting. This week was my best week hunting. I found more this week than I do usually in a month. When you can find deals and all that like that, Will Smith, then you can have the show, okay? On a positive note, guys, we have a big unboxing to do today. This is one that I've wanted to do for a while. This is the Kill Bill truck, done by Greenlight Artisan. Now, Artisan, I have a love-hate relationship with. Some of them I love. What I don't like about Artisan is not everything opens on them. Like, you can get one that, like, I wouldn't want to get, say, Smokey and the Bandit Artisan, and it doesn't have an opening hood. Something like that, you need an opening hood. Something like this, I can live without the hood opening. Like Roscoe's cop car, that was done awesome. It's got a couple doors that open on it. I did the unboxing video on it. I don't need to see the motor in that. I don't need to see the motor in Daisy's Jeep. But it's a mixed bag of what opens on these Artisans. So it's going to be very interesting when my buddy arrives, because it's not my truck. My buddy got this truck. He's super excited about it. I helped hook him up a deal with some Fast and Furious cars. And the seller actually had that truck, and I didn't even see it, but he got a good deal on it. So he wants me to unbox it and review it on the channel. And I said I would love to do that because I haven't done one of those yet. We're just waiting for him to arrive, and then I've got another person coming to pick up the chrome chases and stuff that I found for him. And then I got a bunch of tidying up to do, and then I got to do something with this head. Look at that head. Yeah, you could tell I'm old. That's why I started shaving my head, so you couldn't see that I'm old. And then I'm letting it grow. So I've got to shave that today. Anyway, while we wait for him to arrive, which will be any minute now, a message from our sponsors.
Don't be racist. I am a building.
So here we go. This is one I've been waiting to do for a while. See the bottom of the box there? Pussy Wagon. Apparently, from what I heard, don't hang me if I'm wrong, but from what I heard from some knowledgeable people, those were not supposed to come to Canada. I guess they have a different box that they were sending to Canada because that's offensive. People got offended by it. I do know these are rare. For some reason, it's like that Greenlight Artisan family truckster. I don't know how many they made. Maybe there will be a number or something on the truck. We'll have a closer look. You got a smoking deal out of Quebec for this. Remember, guys, always try to cut the third party out if you can. Before you're going to buy something on Marketplace, check the Quebec stores. You never know, you might be surprised like my friend was. Okay guys, look at the box. When I get it out of the box, I'll put some light on it. 1 of 18 scale. Gonna be gentle with the box. You know what guys, hold on. Okay, I let him do the flap because I was nervous about the flap. Okay, Greenlight Artisan, they come in the cake box. The good thing about these boxes, guys, is they protect the car in shipping and all that other stuff, and they don't look bad, but they don't have a plastic window, so these are made, you gotta kind of display the car, or else you're just displaying a picture on a box, right? Cars like this, though, you kind of gotta display it, because it's It's like not sleeping with your girlfriend, saving her for the next guy. Doesn't make sense. Okay, here we go. Oh, see, I have never opened one of these before. Look at that. It comes with the Pussy Wagon keychain. And it's the 1/1 scale. It's the real size keychain. We're not going to open that. We're going to leave it sealed. Comes with the spoiler as well. We're going to leave that sealed. Okay, so this side of the tape has already been opened. My friend got lucky with this because these were supposed to be out of stock. Our Quebec store had one, but it said that it was broken in stock. And my friend was asking questions about the broken one. And the guy said something like, oh, well, we have one that's not broken still. We have one left. That's gorgeous. So with Artisan, guys, not everything will open. But with Artisan, it's all about the paint and how it looks and everything. And this thing grabs attention. That looks great. I would buy this in a heartbeat. The inside looks great. Once we get it out, we'll have a look. Again, guys, Artisan, nothing opens. So if it's a car like, say, Smokey and the Bandit, you don't want to get it Artisan because you want to see the motor on that. But this truck is like an art piece, the outside of it. It's not really the motor that's important. It's that paint job and everything. So that's what they focus on with it. That's gorgeous. It's like I explained with the Roscoe car. You don't need the hood to open on the Roscoe car. It's not important. So with the styrofoam, sometimes it gets little pieces that stick. There's a piece on the dashboard. I'll get that out. We're going to check for a number on it. That looks amazing. Wow. That is awesome. So Artisans, the front wheels don't turn. But again, it's all about how the thing looks sitting on the shelf. And this thing looks amazing. Even the way it's going to sit. I love the old school. It's got like the 90s style taillights. I'm going to put some light on it actually. There we go. And Greenlight Artisan is the only one that makes this truck. So if you want this truck, you got to go with Artisan. So doors don't open, nothing opens. Usually the spoiler, oh, the tail, oh, okay. So the bed actually does come off and open, which is cool. And don't forget, it does have the spoiler that goes on the back of it. Like I said, these are what I call like the shelf sitters, how they look sitting on the shelf, and that looks amazing. I would buy it in a heartbeat. The paint just pops on it. I like the exhaust coming out the back of it. You know what's funny is I wasn't into the Kill Bill movies at all. I just didn't like them. This truck, I think I'm gonna get one. If I see it for a decent price, I think I'm gonna get one. I don't know if that's going to fit on my turntable because it's so long. We're going to have a look at it in a second though. Actually, let's see the bottom. Oh, it's got a number now. I don't know what the number represents. I would love to know production numbers on these Artisans, guys. 2016 Miramax, and that's a low number because you know they must have made a few thousand of these, so 647. That's a pretty low number, but I would love to know production numbers on the Artisans. I know the Greenlight Artisan family truckster, you do not see it for under $400. Yeah, you don't. It just, and that's one that I want bad. But this one's pretty hard to get, so he lucked out because I don't have this and Glenn doesn't have it. Dave has it, but he ordered, I think Dave got it from Amazon. Or where did he get it? I can't remember where he got it, but Dave is the only one that has one of these. I like how the license plate even says Pussy Wagon. Okay, let's go have a look. We'll put it on the turntable. We'll see if it'll fit. Guys, that thing is big. It would not fit on the turntable, so we had to do it like that. But that thing with the paint, it is gonna take some nice glamour shots, let me tell you. That paint looks amazing. The pink on the yellow, whew, that pops. But we're gonna have a closer look at it, and we're gonna take a bunch of glamour shots. We're gonna have a look at it up close inside if we can get as close as we can zoom in. But let's check it out. Guys, look at that. If you're looking for pop, something that's gonna grab attention, yeah, definitely this is on my list now. Funny thing is, before I seen one up close, I didn't know if I wanted one or not. Definitely gonna get one, for sure. I don't think I'm gonna find it as easy as he did though, but wow. And usually on Artisans, guys, they kill it on the paint. They do very good, as you see. I haven't seen much paint rash on Artisans at all. Just really giving it a good go around. I really appreciate the beauty of this thing. Wow. That might be my favorite Greenlight Artisan. Unfortunately, we can't get right inside, guys, like we normally like to do, but they pay attention to the details that you can see on Artisans. Look at that gauge cluster and everything. And this truck, it's done in like the 90s style custom trucks. That steering wheel reminds me of it. Just trying to get you guys the inside look here. And the taillights and the rims reminiscent of that 90s style. Wow, guys, my money shot is gonna look great with this. Let's see how it looks in some glamour shots here. Guys, I always say that the glamour shots are some of the most important part of the video because it tells you what you're looking at. Most people would say, oh, nothing opens. Look at the picture that thing takes. Honestly, it might be some of the nicest glamour shots I've ever taken on the KRAKKIN show. The Pussy Wagon might take some of the nicest glamour shots on the KRAKKIN show. That's crazy. I'm definitely gonna hunt one of these down. He got lucky. But remember, guys, always try to cut out the middleman whenever you can. Remember that a lot of people are probably just ordering them from the same place that you can order from. So always shop around before you pull the trigger. But look at that thing, guys. That is gorgeous. Wow. Like I said, guys, the paint on that thing and the way it looks, I hope the video is doing it justice because, wow, those Artisans, certain things don't open, so they really focus on other stuff. Like anything you can see on an Artisan, they've usually put good detail in it to make up for the stuff that doesn't open. I haven't seen bad paint on an Artisan yet, for example. That's my personal experience with them. I've opened up a few. So one last look at this thing, guys. Ooh, wow. Somebody was on my Facebook. I put a picture of this truck about a month ago. Somebody commented on the picture saying that they needed to hunt one of these down. If they were wondering how it looks amazing. Look at that, guys. Just the pink on the yellow. It just works. And don't forget, it comes with that detachable spoiler and keychain. And if you try to get one of these, try to get the one with the special box if you're in Canada. Make it all the more collectible. Look at that. Boom. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Now, normally I open doors and stuff like that. This does not have opening doors, but the paint makes up for it. And just to tell you guys the sheer length of this beast, like, look at that. It did not fit on my turntable, so I wanted to get a shot of it holding it just to show you guys. If anybody has any idea on the production numbers on these, please let us know in the comments. We would love to know. Show you guys, we have a couple other unboxings coming up. I'll give you guys a sneak preview. One of them's an interesting car. The only car that I know of that Johnny Lightning did in this scale for the Fast and Furious line, this and the one that's in primer. and Shelby Collectibles Mustang. Not only is it my cars I unbox, guys, like I said, I have friends that are cool enough that when they get new stuff like that, they let me unbox it to show you guys. That's a car, like I said, who knows if it ever would have been on the channel, because I was up in the air about it myself. Until I seen it, I didn't know if I wanted it or not, because I never saw one in person. 100%, now I want it. He's gonna go. That is my buddy Stretch that brought the cars over, since I've known since I think I was 13 years old, and I'm 45 now, so it's been a minute. He's from the Sioux, and I'm lucky to have him back here because he's one of the few people that are left from back home that are still out here. We're getting everything packed up for to go home. I'm gonna miss this guy. I'm gonna miss him the most out of all of them right here. He was a detailed bugger, but he's gorgeous. By the way, guys, fun fact I learned about Christine. So a couple things. I went online looking everywhere for a chrome Christine chase. Not a Belvedere chrome chase, not a 57 Plymouth Fury chase, or a 58, it's early, guys. But the actual licensed car by Joyride. I wanted to see if they made a chrome chase of actual Christine. They didn't. I tried to find one of a Plymouth Fury. They didn't. Not to say that they didn't, but I didn't find a single one. And I found some rare stuff, guys. I found the gold General Lee and gold Starsky and Hutch car. They made 100 of each. Looking for info on that for you guys. But a cool fact about this, the only difference is when we see it in the unboxing, this says Belvedere on the side of the car, okay? And it's got the 318 and not the 350. I watched a YouTube clip that was saying facts about the car, like how many were used for the film, all that other stuff. Did you know that they used mostly Plymouth Belvederes for the movie Christine? Most of the cars used were Belvederes, made to look like the Fury. The hero car, screen car, whatever, the one that they used for all the nice shots and everything, that was a Plymouth Fury. But most of them were Belvederes. So I think I'm going to be trying to hunt one of these guys down too now. You already know about that sexy son bitch. Get some three-wheel action going there for you, Holmes. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in on this beautiful Saturday. Well, it's a Saturday when I'm filming it. It's actually Saturday, October, is it 18th or 19th? You get the point. It's Saturday. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to see what else I can get into today. If I see anything interesting out hunting or whatever, you guys know I always get the footage for you guys. I had a really good week hunting this week. I showed you guys most of the stuff. Last night, right before closing, though, I went in and there is some more stuff. So Gordon now has a Supra. And Neil has those. Until one of Neil's buddies needs them, and then Neil lets them go for retail. But that's okay, because that's mostly why Neil grabs the stuff nowadays anyways. A lot of the little stuff doesn't stay with me long. I just display it a couple months, get bored of it. It's the big stuff that I love now. Got a purpose with this guy. This guy's got straps on it. So I better close this video, cut this crackhead here, and give that wild man a trim and all that, so I don't look like I'm on crack. And that way I can get all my stuff done here. Got the other guy out of the way today, and maybe I could do a live tonight if I'm not busy. No promises, guys. I'm gonna see if I can get a live done tonight, depending on the energy level. I was up early doing this, and depending what I get done today. So if I could do a live, you might see a surprise live. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Big thank you to my buddy Doug Stretch for bringing those cars by. He's new to the hobby. He sees that I have fun in the hobby. He sees that it's a healthy hobby that doesn't involve going to the bar and getting drunk, getting into fights, going to jail. So he kind of likes the idea of it, and I understand why. So he bought cars, and when he buys interesting cars, he let me unbox them, which I thought was awesome. So welcome to the hobby, Doug, and thank you for that. So that's it, guys. You know what I'm going to say. I'm going to leave you guys out with some glamour shots. For God's sake, smash that like button for me. You know you like the videos, and if you're watching them, click subscribe. That way you know when new ones come out. Hit the little bell beside it as well. And as always, guys, be safe, good vibes, happy hunting.
Subscribe to the Retro Collectibles YouTube channel for awesome diecast unboxings, reviews, and tips on how to build your dream collection on a budget. And please don't forget to smash the like button for Ol Retro so more people get to see his awesome videos.
This beat is stupid grimy, that's a KRAKKIN kick. There's some open eyes, shit open eyes when I spit. I get riled up like dogs around the postmaster. The dough stack up with no manner.